Hello there, and welcome back to another episode of Daily Magic. My name is SlytherinKnight, and I'm so happy you could join me. Today's daily is kind of funny. It's the smaller version of our other one. 20 white or blue spells, 30 white or blue spells. That's amusing to me, I don't know why. It was kill 15 of your opponent's creatures, but I decided, I'm not doing that today. I just don't like that one. So, obviously, we're going to do some white-blue today. I actually was looking through and put together a Golgari counters deck, but then I remembered, no, wait. We'll give the Azorius LifeGain deck one more shot. It definitely probably needs to be updated. There aren't any new cards in this deck from the Omen Paths, but it's still pretty fun. It's very much a deck that every time you gain life, for the most part, something is happening. Whether that is Essence Channeler and Ajani's Pridemate getting counters, Minwu giving counters to all your clerics, Aerith getting counters, you get the idea. All of our things are boosting themselves whenever we gain life. Hope Estheim is in here just because it was a new card when this deck was being put together, and it does have an interesting effect, and depending on how much life gain you get during a turn, can really mess up your opponent. There are life mill decks out there that use this card more effectively, but I don't see a reason not to try it. If this card and Enduring Curiosity weren't in here, this would be a mono white. So anyway, let's go ahead and give it a shot. If I seem a little down, not with the usual amount of moderate energy that I usually seem to have, it's because I am, I think, recovering from a migraine that I woke up with. Changing seasons, weather, and all that stuff, it's always fun to deal with. But this too shall pass. But yes, if you're wondering, that's probably why I sound a little bit different. I'm going to change. No, we'll keep it, because we do have options. It's like we do have options here. Kind of. Definitely not a fan of just having Essence Channeler out in the field, because I can't block Nezumi. Yeah, might as well. I mean, I'm not blocking any of that, so. Here comes the kill spell. No? Seth. Alright. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's just make it even harder for my opponent. That's fine. Seeing as how this now has Ward 4. So they can't touch it. That's nice. Thank you. That's fair. Our opponent is a creature-heavy deck. This is a, as you can probably tell, an Orzhov sacrifice deck. Which means it is very creature-heavy, which means they have to play creatures for their effects, for their things to actually begin working. Having Authority of the Consuls out just completely nullified at least the speed of what they're trying to do, and starts boosting these guys every time they play a creature. So, yeah, relatively easy win there. Though, if they had pulled some early removal and gotten rid of our Channeler, that would have been a different story. But they did not. Either way, let's go ahead and jump into another one. But as you can see, this deck, at least at the moment, I feel like is still viable. I'm curious to see if anyone has come up with or released a new version of it. This is an instant mulligan. 2 blues, but everything else has white in it? Nope. That's better. We will send back... Oof. Yeah, let's send back a single... Yeah, let's send back the Sanctifier. I don't like doing that, but... Oh, joy. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. I don't like sending back the Sanctifier, but... Especially because our opponent seems to be playing a very similar deck. Yeah, they're playing the mono-white version of this. Which isn't great for me, because they have more time to set up. There's Ajani. I need to get rid of Ajani. So while I would love to send out my Sanctifier, can't do that. So here's the question: do I attack? I'm gonna say no. I'd rather them not be able to choose to double block, because I'd only be able to take out one of their Sanctifiers there. That's not helpful. Another Hope. Just slowly draining them of cards. Yeah, this isn't helpful. This is kind of the sad truth, they just have me. Yeah, I guess they went first, and yeah, they were able to go first, so. I've gained more life than the one. Okay, so yeah, so something's wrong with the number glitch. There's a number glitch there because it only showed 1, but it should have had 3. Yeah, that's pretty much game. If you just attack, I'm just gonna, yeah. I could have blocked, see, here's the thing. I could have blocked with my Hinterland Sanctifier, knocked out 10 damage. They would have only done 10 damage to me going forward. I could, and then that's all I could have blocked. Or I could have blocked with Hope, knocked out 10, gotten 3 back to where they're only doing 7 damage, leaving me with 2. Or, no, leaving me with 7. But, I don't know. Or, 8. Anyway, it really just didn't matter. I didn't have a way of dealing with all of this, and then they would just swing for everything next turn, and it wouldn't matter. So yeah, just they were able to get things done a little bit faster than me. And that's okay. It's actually kind of nice to see the mono-white LifeGain still being used. This isn't great, but we'll keep it. That made it better. Yeah, that actually made it better. By having something to start things off with. 2 hopes, okay. Simulacrum. Non-land permanent, so we'll be getting rid of that. Yeah, I would love to get Essence Channeler out on the field, but I need to get rid of that Simulacrum before they can really start doing anything, so... And I got rid of another one. Excellent. Actually, I got rid of the things that they scryed, so that's really nice. That won't do anything unless you target the shelter, yeah. Which is fine. I mean, don't get me wrong, I would have much preferred to have kept that, but... Losing that authority is actually really nice, so that's good. 5 damage to Hope? Okay. That works. Yeah, that doesn't trigger anything, so... Ooh, that's not great. Alright, so we're gonna do, we're gonna go Authority. I'm going to go Enduring Innocence. Though I probably should have gone Hope, to be honest. Hinterland. Hoping for something else there. Graveyard. What do I have in my... Yeah, no. I see no reason not to attack here. Yeah. That's not how that works. Now you can tap that to give something a counter. Hello, Ajani. Ooh, yeah. I can't give anything. Yeah, that won't be enough. Target creature and opponent controls mana value 3 or greater. Let me look at what they've got. I could do that to get rid of the construct, but I'm really not that worried about damage at the moment. I'm not worried about the damage they're dealing me. So instead, let's supercharge our Pridemate. All your stuff's tapped. You can't crew this because all your stuff is tapped. Sure, you can do that, put a counter on something, but... Oh. Well, excuse me. I forgot it had that. That's fine. Of course, his ability doesn't trigger, which is a little unfortunate, but... Either way, if they don't have a way of getting rid of my Pridemate, if they attack with their Spyglass Siren, that's game. Sorry about that. I'm a little distracted at the moment. So what do I do here? I can kind of push this, prolong it. They do have the 3/3. Let's see. This puts a counter that's 4. That becomes 4, 5, 8. It's not enough. Yeah, it's not enough. So we're going to go with this, just to further power things up. And that lets me draw a card as well. It's too bad. How many cards do they have? 30. See what they do with this. Fully willing to commit with the Ajani. They have to block with something. Just the flyer? Okay. Completely fine with that. I'm at 41 life. I'm really not that worried at this point. Oh, that does set off their that does set off that, but I do get another. Yeah, I get life back for that. I'll get it twice. And at this point, I can just chump block with a token if I need to. What does she do? Okay, you can put an artifact into your hand if it's in the top 5. The Enigma Jewel. Wow. Yep, another one to look at the top 3. Put one in your hand. This one I don't get to see what it is. Willing to lose Minwu here if by some chance that happens. It did not. I get 11 life. Yeah. I don't trust them at all. Yeah. Alright, well, that is kind of what this deck does to an extreme. 21 on Ajani, 11 on our Hinterland Sanctifier. Minwu got up to 13. Yeah. Crazy. But I'll take it. I will tell you, actually, I do kind of think, I think the early milling with Hope kind of won us that match, because a lot of their, because if you notice, like they lost a lot of their 3 mana and up artifacts that would have set off their other synthesizer. So I really do think that ultimately helped win us that match. That and Authority of the Consul. I really do think that's what won us that match. So, awesome. We also completed our 2 white and blue spell quests. That's awesome. We leveled up. I saw a few rewards, so it looks like we probably have just a pack to open, maybe. Card style for Death of Flame Burst. And 2 packs to open. Awesome. So let's get to those, and then we'll wrap up. This one a bit longer than I had intended. But hey, sometimes that happens. Alright, nothing too interesting. Okay, that is that. And now Omen Paths. Nothing new in the commons or uncommons. And another copy of Gloria, the Great Armorer. I'll take that. I'll take it, I guess. But anyway, with that, we are going to wrap things up for today. So, if you enjoyed this episode, which I do sincerely hope you did, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button down below. And if you happen to be new to the channel, hello, welcome, and please do consider subscribing. And to stay up to date for whenever new content is released, don't forget to hit that bell icon after you subscribe. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you all next time.